It's time for a new tier list. It's been a while since the last one. 10.2.5 came out. There's been some nerfs, some buffs. Overall, it's time for a new tier list to update what specs are the best in the current patch. Let's start with Rogue. We always start with Rogue. So keep in mind, guys, this tier list is like mainly focused on Shuffle, as always. But I would say it's like 75% Shuffle, 25% 2s, 3s, whatever. But yeah, mainly Shuffle in mind. I feel like Sub-Rogue and Shuffle, it's not amazing in Shuffle. In the right hands is really good. It's like one of those specs that kind of scales better towards the top end. I believe it's going to be like a lower A tier for me. Or like maybe middle of A tier or something like that in Shuffle. Also, I do have some kind of stats here kind of showcasing like what's being played overall in 2-1+. Sub is the most played Rogue spec, but not by that much. Outlaw is right on his heels. So when it comes to Outlaw, nice ads. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. When it comes to Outlaw, it's a solid one. I think it is worse than Sub-Rogue in Shuffle, though. It's kind of even, I guess, for me in Shuffle. I think both of them are kind of going to be like mid to lower A. That's where I'm gonna put him. And then we get to Rogue. Rogue is like a spec I think is great in 2s. In 2s is good. In Shuffle it struggles, kind of similar reason to Fralger. You're a bit of a sitting duck, getting trained down every game. In Shuffle, not so much. I'll put it in the B tier. What up, Aura? Now let's go to Mage. Let's do Mage. Oh, it's like Fire had a bit of an uptick in recent times, but it's kind of cheese. And it's not like you're gonna play Fire Mage and Shuffle and dominate. You're gonna get ran down every single game, and you're not really gonna have a great time. I think it can work, and it's quite fun because you can just blast people, especially if there's a lot of pets. But it's gonna be going in B tier, guys. Now, like, if you had to pick the best Mage spec, I think Arcane. Like, Arcane does well. In 3s, in Shuffle, it's a bit more of a niche spec. But I think Arcane is actually, like, a really, really strong spec. We're going to put Arcane, like, higher in the A tier, man. Higher in the A tier. I actually played my own Archmage a bit. It's a very high skill ceiling, true. But it's very strong. It is. Then Frost Mage. I actually like playing Frost Mage. I have a Frost Mage myself. It's good fun. It is. And it's solid. It's strong. I think I'll put it like here. In the A tier, maybe like middle. Keep in mind, guys, to the left is high in that tier. To the right is low in that tier. I think Fire is going to go high B for now. High B for now. But yeah, they can do a lot of damage, but they're like very, very vulnerable. Getting blastified as well. Dude, I feel like Alpha is a bit underrated right now. It's not played a lot, as you can see here, right? Representation wise, you don't really see it much at all. I feel like it's a bit underrated. It's not amazing, but man, you can do a lot of damage, and you're very tanky, or quite tanky as well. I feel like for me, is it higher B or lower A? I think I'm gonna put a higher B, man. Higher B. Something like this. In the B tier. I mean, Destro is the most played range spec in the game. Especially in Shuffle. I'm not sure how it is in 3s and 2s. Probably in 2s, you know, be BM probably. But yeah. Destro, really, really good though. And in Shuffle, they are very solid. I think for me, it sneaks into the S tier. I think if one range spec is going to be S, maybe we can say Arcane. But I feel like Destro, man, it's also up there. So it's going to sneak into S tier, guys. And the Demo, it's not quite going to get S tier, but it's going to be higher within the A tier. Maybe like similar to Arcane-ish. It's very important to say this. The more specs in A, the better. You want everything to be in A in a perfect world. Of course, you have high A, low A. But in general, A means strong, but not too strong, and not too weak either. So the more things in A, the better that is, right? We want to get as many things in there as possible. And I think arms is one of those specs that's strong, and is in A, probably like, you know, stronger in A. It's solid. Like A is just nice. It's nice, yeah. But then you have, you know, let's say D-Age. I guess D-Age got nerfed recently, right? And we're going to get to D-Age. But where it's just like, dude, come on. What's even going on with this? Yeah, arms are going there. Fury Warrior, guys, dude. Oof, wait. We should probably make an F tier, huh? Fury and Frost Decay. The two lowest played things. For a good reason. Frost Decay is still the least played thing, though. But I think Fury is going to take a nice C tier for this one, guys. F for Fury. Like, Fury could go F tier. But I think, like... I think Frost Decay might go F. I don't know. Demon Hunter, guys. So DH is a spec that, you know, it got nerfed. It did. You still see it in basically every lobby. And twos, of course, a lot as well. It's still the most played melee, even the last 14 days after the nerfs. You can sort by hair. I feel like look at like a leaderboard. Let's see, like shuffle leaderboard, for example. You know, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I think DH still has to go S tier. Yeah, those are not all ults though, BDSF. Oh, it's weak. Yeah. So DH is F tier, actually. It's over. No, DH has to go here. It has to go there, guys. Come on. Let's do Paladin, dude. Okay, I guess. Okay, Holy Pala and Red Pala are both really good right now. Like, if you look at the numbers too, like, both of them are seeing quite a bit of play in Shuffle. Maybe middle to high of the A tier, dude. I think Holy Pala is very good. Somewhere here. Probably right there. Hunter, guys. Let's do Hunter. So, Hunter. I think all three specs are fairly solid right now. Survival is great. It's great, man. It's like a spec that does a lot of damage. For me, I think it's my favorite ult to play as well. They got buffed a little bit recently. I think Survival is probably actually kind of moving towards... I'll put it there. More middle. Maybe middle, kind of shifting a bit towards the higher end. Let's see here, guys. BM. Beast Mastery Hunter, man. I feel like BM has some crazy damage. I think the argument for BM S tier could be made. I think you could make that argument, man. Like, lower S tier. I don't know if I'm going to make that argument, though. That's the thing. I think for me, it's more like higher A. And again, like, we want things to be higher A. Or like A. In general. And I think it's there. And maybe like this. Okay, so MM is like a spec. It's nice. It's nice. It has big damage. I'm not even sure if it actually... I guess it's maybe kind of similar to Outlaw. But I feel like Outlaw isn't even that good in Shuffle. Dude, maybe MM should be A and Outlaw should be high B. I know some people hype up Outlaw a lot, and I think in threes, that's more the case. In Shuffle, I think it's less the case. Not very solid. Okay, guys, okay, keep in mind. I want to say this. Like, very solid kind of goes from, like, high is very solid. Lower is solid. Like here. Playable. Barely playable. Very broken. Not that broken. You know what I mean? It's like, if something is, like, lower in the tier... is lower. It's like, it's barely making it in that tier. They're actually like semi-tanky, but they are, you know, obviously a pretty good target to kill. It can't go broken, even though it maybe is in a way. But overall, I wouldn't say it can actually go there. For PvP, yes, yeah. For Shuffle in this current season. Devastation, man. I think it has to go like somewhere here, guys. In Shuffle, this is, by the way. In Shuffle. In threes, we could argue that. But this is mainly a Shuffle tier list. Tank? It could go tank tier. It's over, guys. Is it over? Guys, no, keep in mind. When we put a spec in it's over, that means it's over. It's GG's. Like, guys, I don't think you understand, like, what this tier is for. Guys, don't do this. I think we gotta go with don't do this. Maybe it's over, guys, for Dog Dream. Okay, then we have Preservation. So, Preservation is the least played spec in Shuffle by most metrics. Okay? In threes, it sees more play. But this is, again, mainly Shuffle. And I think, therefore, it's playable. Therefore, has to go playable. And it can't go higher. It's just not. And I actually have a healer. I have a Preservation myself. And, man, it's tough. Like, ask anyone who heals Shuffle on Preservation how it feels. And, yeah, I guess ask anyone who heals Shuffle in general how it feels. But, yeah. Guys, DK. It's over, yes. Frost DK. That's it. Like, it's GG's, dude. I swear, Unholy is pretty good. It's not crazy. It's not broken. I think it's somewhere like this. Yeah, so like Frost DK, I think Frost, Devastation, Healer can work. Like, that very specific comp can work. You can one-shot people, but that doesn't mean it's good in Shuffle, right? But yeah, like, I think it can do stuff, like, in certain comps. Okay. Okay, that was Dragon. No, that was DK. I guess now let's do Shaman. At least a spec that used to be, like, very high A tier / maybe even S tier at one point. So for Shuffle, yeah, mainly Shuffle, yeah. I feel like Ellie's gonna creep down like a bit, but still very good. I think in Shuffle, I'd probably put it like somewhere next to Devastation. Kind of up here though still. I think I'm gonna have it like there. The Dragon get gutted? I mean, you see here, man. It's all there. I think that's where I'm comfortable putting Ellie. And then Enhancement, guys. Enhance, the only spec, 2 specs, melee specs, played less than Enhance is Fury and Frost. I think it has to be a B tier angle for that one, man. Okay, I feel like Playable's actually pretty good right now. Like, Playable's actually pretty solid. Like, these specs can work for sure. Windwalker's good. Solid. Is going there again. The more things there, the better. I think Windwalker's nice. Maybe Ret and everything should jump up a bit here though. Let's go with that. Okay, Mistweaver, Fistweaver. I think it's like healers. You have Druid, and then you have like Holy Pala, Mistweaver kind of thing going on there. It's really good. Like, I think it's like middle of A or something like that, man. Priest. I think Priest, like, is a bit of a tricky one. Like, Disc fell off a bit, but you still see it a lot. Like, lower rating Disc is, you know, one of the most played healers. The higher you get, the lower you see it being played, or the less it's being played. It's definitely playable, but I think it's definitely not something you want to probably put it like here, man. It's not really like a healer you want to recommend to someone right now. In Shuffle, especially. Okay, Holy Priest. I think Holy has to go in Solid as well. For me personally, I've not played all the healers, but I played quite a few now. Holy Priest to me felt the best. Like, it felt pretty solid. And I'm a bad healer. But we're going to put that in very solid. Okay. Now we have Shadow Priest. SP, I think SP is like also very, or like in the solitaire. Playable, I think it's lower solitaire. Maybe high playable. Actually, high playable, actually, probably is where I put it. Like, very playable. You can do it. You offer, like, a lot to your team. And personally, I'm very happy when I play SP or with the SP and Shuffle. It's nice. It's nice. I'll put it there. Okay, dude. Yo, I actually forgot to do Arsham, guys. Arsham. Man. I think Arsham is good. The question is like Arsham Holy Priest. I'd rather have a Arsham heal me than a Holy Priest heal me. Shuffle right now? Yes. Jibrak. Yep. I would rather have an Arsham heal me than a Holy Priest heal me, I would say, for sure. For sure. I think I'm put it like in solid, man. Like, it's good. It's good. Maybe kind of next to Mistweaver overall. Lower than Holy Pala? Yeah. I mean, Holy Pala does really good right now in Shuffle, man. Finally, time for Druid. Okay, so our Druid, I think, is still the best healer. Is still the most played healer as well. I think it's going to go up in the tier, probably maybe lower in that tier. But our Druid is still the king, in my opinion, of the healers. And I think if you play some Shuffles, you kind of notice that pretty fast. Just in how many double Druid lobbies you have as well. Boomers used to be the most represented spec for ranged. But in recent times, BM is more played, Destro is more played, even Demo is more played as well now. Boomer is quite in line with like Ellie in a way, I think. It's nice. It is nice. It's gonna go here. It's gonna go next to Ellie. I like that placement a lot. Yes, then Feral, man. Feral. Oh, no. Again, you can't only use, like, representation. That's not all. There's more to it than that, right? But Feral's not been this low on representation in a long time. The only 3 specs played less. EUNA. It's the same both, pretty much, I think. Let's see here. Yeah. It's Enhance, Frost Decay, and Fear Warrior. Those are the only 3 less played melee specs in the game. Like, I think that Feral's actually a little bit underrated. I think some people think it's worse than it is. Playable, like, I actually think that the Feral, for me, no bias, of course, I think it still slips into, like, solid. Like, I think we are barely solid. But to squeeze it out of Feral, like, it's... I think Feral is like maybe the hardest spec in the game. I think, and I've seen it sometimes. Every time someone tries Feral, they're like, "Yo, this is so hard." Like it's harder to get into as well. And I think there's like factors into it, right? But I will put it. I might be coping, but I'm putting it in solid still. I'm gonna slip it in there, just like that. It had to be done. What? No? Is broken nerf Feral? Guys, I'm doing what has to be done, okay? I'm doing what had to be done. I did what had to be done. So, yeah.